Hey, what is going on, guys? Welcome yourselves back to the Instinct Podcast. I'm here with Joseph and Dominic. We're going to be talking about Arizona, Zervas, and Roxanne, but obviously his whole entire discography. And in my opinion, and our opinion, obviously, and probably factually why he's going to be next up. Right now, Roxanne, his hit song, is 34 on the Billboard chart, and it's really, in my opinion, wasn't a steady climb up. It just blew up all of a sudden. But as far as him being skilled, he's definitely not a one-hit wonder. So we'll get into that. We'll get into his whole discography because a lot of people are definitely new to him. Like I said, he's had a fan base, obviously, but not like anything huge. So, but I want to ask you guys, and I think Dominic can go first, and then Joseph, and we'll see what goes from there. But Dominic, why do you think it took Arizona so many songs for him to really blow up until this? Now, it's not like he was an super underground artist. YouTubers used his songs. It's not like nobody knew about him. But as far as breaking into the mainstream, which is what he's starting to do, why do you think it took not necessarily this long, but why do you think it happened now?
I think it's because he's such a different artist. Like, he's got a different style. Most people don't vibe with his style, I guess. Like, I played it for plenty of other friends besides Joseph, and people really haven't stuck with him at all. Like, they'll listen to 2 or 3 songs and be like, he's not that good. But if you really listen to it and you really break it down, I mean, he's an amazing artist, and we saw that with Roxanne.
Yeah. What do you think about that, Joseph?
No, I'm definitely agree. I definitely agree. What Dominic said about his unique style, and it's always different in every song. It's not the same vibe.
Yeah, you're right.
Roxanne was more of Roxanne, like a more of like a sway beat. But then you have other songs like Parted Ways where he's a little more like on the emotional side, or like Feeling Blessed where he's like awesome, he's like lit. So it's a mixed package with him. You never know what you're gonna get. And it's just super cool. Like when every song he has is always going to be different from the next. It's always going to be different from the last one he did. And I love how a fresh style he brings to every single song that he does.
Do you think that could be a bad thing because people don't exactly know 100% what they're going to be getting with him?
Yeah. So for some people, they'll be uncertain. They'll be like, oh, okay, is he this way? Is he that way? But I think that's what makes him so unique. And I think that's what kind of made Roxanne blow up so fast and so big. Because when Roxanne first dropped, it was just like, okay, cool. He dropped another song for like his like fans. But then literally out of nowhere, it like blew up. It's on the radio now. It like you said, it's 34.
34 overall everywhere. If you're just talking Spotify, it's number one in USA charts. So.
Exactly. So that's awesome. That's huge, and it's just really cool. Like for me and Dom, we've been like longtime fans like of his music. To finally him to get like a breakthrough, it was just really cool to see.
Yeah, and part of the reason why this song blew up also was because of TikTok, actually. So that's just a little thing. But yeah, I agree with you. I definitely. When I was looking through all of his different music, I thought, well, dang, this all is kind of different. But I think, to be honest, he has 3 different styles. I'd say one of his styles is kind of like the Roxanne style, and other songs like that, I'd say maybe are like Don't Hit My Line, All the Way, Swerve a little bit. I mean, sort of with that kind of hype, well, maybe not swerve, but with that hype melodic kind of thing. Then I think he has, and I was talking with Dominic about this before a little bit, he has kind of like a more hype, swag-docious type style, where you could kind of compare it to like Big Sean, and then he has more of a slower, like you said, emotional, melodic as well, but just more of a heartfelt song or whatever. So I think he has those 3 lanes. He has like mumble, melodic, and hype. Honestly, I think so. Is what he has.
He doesn't really mumble, though. He kind of pronounces everything right. It's just like it's more upbeat, kind of like a Playboy Carter style, kind of like a Rich the Kid style.
But what do you think sets him apart from other people that will keep him blowing up or keep him, his career going up or whatever? Is there something in particular that you think is going to keep him going?
Versatility. just to be able to do so many different styles and so many different flows. Like, the name artists that you can think of that does this many different styles with that many different flows. It's going to be very hard to think of.
Yeah, you're
So
right.
I think versatility is going to set him apart a lot.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Of course, like you have certain artists, like say Migos, they're more focused on like the mumble, the rap. You have NF, who's more on the emotional dark side. You have like Juice World, where is also like emotional. But Arizona has the capability to switch to like every single one of them, like we were talking about, and that's exactly what's going to keep him cool. It's going to keep him fresh and like different from all these other artists.
Yeah, because if you think about it, NF can't really do like Juice World type music. I mean, he can sing, but not in the sense, in that kind of way, in my opinion. I mean, maybe he
Yeah.
could, but I don't really see him as that kind of artist. I don't see Juice World as a artist like NF, like super lyrical and heartfelt, although, I mean, at times he has. And then I also don't see, I just don't see anybody else having this many styles under their belt. And I think the biggest thing is when on Juice WRLD's album, Death Race for Love, songs like Syphilis or whatever,
Yeah.
songs like that, he tried to switch lanes and it was like, no.
Yeah.
NF
yeah.
has tried to do singing songs and they're not trash. I think they're great. So maybe NF isn't like a good example, but other people have tried to do singing songs. Or you look at NLE Choppa's new song.
Oh, God.
It's disgusting. It's disgusting. But you know what he was trying to do? He tried to go from the hype lane to the melodic kind of little baby sort of lane.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't do good.
Yeah.
That's the good thing is Arizona has done every style really well. So I think
that's what's going to keep him in the game for the longest time, is because as new styles come in, he's going to be able to adapt to that style.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely agree. And Sean, exactly what you were saying about like Juice, how Juice went for kind of not screamo, but like more of like a yell song with whatever that was called. He also has another one on YouTube called Run, where she also does that. It's like freaking out. Like it's good, but it's not his style. It's not the Juice WRLD vibe. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, I mean, if we're talking about Juice WRLD, like Juice WRLD specifically, I mean, I will admit, in Bandit, he kind of changed up his style, and he did really well.
I loved it.
But that's just one case. That's just one case. With Arizona, we're seeing so many different cases. So I want to take a minute to talk about, because if people are seeing this, and as of now, people are probably seeing him as a one-hit wonder. But that's the exact opposite. I mean, his first song I listened to was amazing. So I just kind of want to hear you guys' favorite songs from him. So if people watching this are like, yeah, that Roxanne guy is cool, they need to know him as Arizona Zervas now. So I kind of want to know some of your guys' favorite songs from him and what people should listen to if they want to tune into him past just Roxanne. And if you think some of those songs could blow up even though they really did come out 1 years ago, what are some of your favorite songs, and do you think they could possibly blow up?
The song that put me on, and it's still a favorite to this day, is Race. It's one of my favorites.
Yes, sir.
The one that put me on to him.
Yeah.
Dang, that's a tough question. I'd say listen to Race, which is an older one. I'd say listen to Zone. No I in Team is definitely a good one. FML. Just take out his top like 5 or 6 and go ahead and listen to those, because honestly, you can't go wrong with any song he has out right now.
Yeah. What do you think, Joseph?
I definitely agree with Dom on those, but it depends on the mood. Let's say you're driving your car with your girlfriend, and you just want like a vibe song.
Yeah.
And you just want to like chill out and like roll the windows down and like just listen to it. Zone, number 1. Zone. That is my favorite. Love that song. Like, love it. Absolutely. Or let's say that same girlfriend dumps you and your heart's broken and you're like, well, crap, what do I do? And you have your windows are up, and you have like the heat cranking or something. But you never mind. Anyway, drinking problem. I don't remember who is featured in that one, but
Yeah.
love that song.
27 Club.
Oh yes, thank you. Love that song. That's my second favorite. But if you're just like chilling in your car and maybe your dog's in the back seat or something,
Your dog's in the back seat.
and you're just straight up chilling. No Iron Team or Pace. I love those. Those two are really good.
Oh yeah, Pace is a good one. I like that one.
So I definitely have a couple. I'd say Don't Hit My Line, which is the first one I listened from him.
That's a good one.
Besides Roxanne, that's really good. And there's a distinct sound in that song that I think we should talk about in a minute. But Uber is also good. Flex is also good. Uber and Flex, they're like, okay. Like, I don't love them, but they're just honorable mentions. Old Ways is pretty good because it seems as if he took a little break. And then from there, so this is how it went for me. So I listened to Don't Hit My Line, and then I listened to Flex and Uber, and then from there I was like, okay, like pretty good, right? Then I listened to Old Ways, and I'm like, okay, he's changing up his style a little bit. Then he does Stop Searching, which in my opinion, similar kind of beat to the other songs, but a lot different style. And like I said, I was talking to Dom about this. It reminded me of Big Sean, to be honest, his cadence and flow and how he kind of did it. It was one of those songs where it didn't really have a necessarily like a chorus or verses. It was just him spitting, similar to Returns by NF. And then I like Swerve. Swerve is really good too. The chorus on that was cool. Helen Keller was an interesting song.
I love that song. That's
dude,
a good
it was
one.
funny. I like Tie Up funny enough for how the autotune sounded, the production.
That's actually on my gym playlist.
And then let's see. Also, I do like Zone. Zone is a good song too. I wasn't like huge about it, but it's a great song too. Homies is a really good song as well.
Oh, I love that song.
Yeah, Homies
Yeah,
is
definitely. Oh, that's so good.
That hook is
Another one we
fire.
haven't talked about yet, Drain Me, is also a really good one.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Real quick about Drain Me. That song, you can in the beginning and through the whole song, there's a sound of like the iPhone taking a picture, and it's through the whole beat. Who uses taking a picture
Yeah.
as part of a beat? Like
That's
that
honestly,
is
like-
so cool.
Yeah, the
that's
guy he's
dope.
the guy he's going with now for his beats 94 skirt or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Homies is good. S Word You Love, that's a great one with with Cash
That's
Money
a good
AP.
one, too.
Yeah, that's a good
That's
one.
a good one.
Good.
Boston, pretty good.
That's one of my top 5.
FML, great. No Iron Team. I'm not huge about it, but I mean it's a good song. LMS.
You'll
good as
grow
well.
on that one.
Race is good as well. Fast, his last one before Roxanne. Different.
It was all right.
But I like it.
I
I like it. I like it
I
'cause it's
liked it.
different. And then obviously Roxanne. I think as far as him on Roxanne, it's good. I think the hook is super catchy, but I honestly think he has better songs than Roxanne, in my opinion. But the beat on Roxanne is one of the biggest parts. Oh my, it's such a good beat. But
I would not be surprised if Homies blew up, because that's just such a song, especially like in our like generation. Everyone's like depressed, or my boyfriend broke up with me, or my girlfriend broke up with me.
Well, keep in mind,
my life
Homies
sucks.
Yeah. Keep in mind, Homies did sort of have a small blow up. I mean, 300,000 views. But you mean like on the Roxanne level. Yeah, I could 100% see that. There's actually a lot of his songs that aren't on Spotify, though, which I noticed. Which is actually super annoying. Yeah, it's kind of just the new stuff. But, so here's another thing. Here's an often a criticism. And a criticism I could see people saying with Arizona Zervas. They'd say he uses too much autotune. He can't sing. He can't do it live. He sounds like everybody else. Now, you have versatility, but playing devil's advocate, you could say he has versatility, but in all of that versatility, he sounds like everybody else. He has the same autotune type sound. He's not super skilled. What would you say to that, Joseph, and then Dom?
Okay. Okay. So
Like that he's not original, basically.
Yeah. So he's not original. Okay, so I mean I do agree, but I don't think the auto tune is like that heavy. I don't think it's that bad. To be honest, I don't know. I'm not an expert in auto tune, so I don't know. But also like I've never seen a video or hear him like perform live, so I can't judge that either. So, but I think he could totally nail it like live, and I totally think he would do like an awesome show. So I do understand how some people say like he's kind of like the same, but I think I kind of disagree and just kind of with the stuff like we said earlier that he's really versatile, and I think there's a lot going for him.
Yeah, what do you think, Dom?
I think you can't say he uses too much auto tune, and that's gonna hinder him from performing, because go ahead, look at Travis Scott.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh,
I mean, come on.
exactly.
Dude
Yeah.
uses a ton of auto tune, and he performs all the time. He performed in the Super Bowl, and then Juice and all these other people use that much auto tune and they perform. So you can't really say that, because at this point we're so far along in the music business that we could auto tune at a show live. Like people do it all the time. So you can't really say that. In terms of him like just being everybody else, have you listened to his song? Like everybody else, come on, man. He doesn't sound like everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's so true.
Did you say that's not true, Joseph?
No, I said that's so true.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's definitely things and definitely cues from other people. I'd say I would say this. He's not 100% normal, but what would I say would? Yeah, to be honest, he does sound like a lot of people. He does, but what sets him apart is he's actually very skilled in flows and all of that different stuff, and he keeps it up. So I'd say, yeah, he kind of does sound like some other people, but these other people are all just one-hit wonders. I mean, let's be honest, we can't just sit here and say that every single one of his songs does not sound like other up-and-coming artists. No, but you could say this. Well, to be honest, he did it in 2016, to where before super melodic stuff was even huge. So I would say, yes, in some ways he does sound a lot like other people, but he's, number one, way more skilled about it. Number two, it's not like he's stuck to that one thing, like we said with the versatility. And number three, he's not a one-hit wonder like everybody else. So he's allowed to separate. Everybody else sounds like him. That's what I'm saying. But here's another. So this is why I brought up the whole autotune thing and all of that, because I know a lot of people are gonna say that. And a lot of people say that about a lot of people, but they always give Travis Scott a break. They always give Juice WRLD a break. And I say, yeah, they get a break too. And here's why. You have to be good at singing for autotune to sound good.
No, you don't.
Yes, you do.
No, you don't.
Yes, you can't be absolutely trash at singing and autotune sound good. You can't. You can't just be like, I love you, and then the auto-tune makes it sound amazing.
Okay, you can't be that bad.
You could, I mean,
nobody's that bad.
I'm saying you don't have to be amazing at singing. Or sorry, you can't be trash at singing is what I meant. You can't be trash at singing and auto-tune to work. So it's not like he's just sitting there and he absolutely sucks and the auto-tune's doing all the work. His voice is doing the work, but the auto-tune is working as an instrument. So people like him and Travis Scott, they don't use autotune as a life jacket. They use it as an instrument. Like it's their sound. Do you know what I mean? And
that's good. Yeah.
It's also just not autotune. It's reverb. It's stacking. It's layering. It's the actual tone in his voice, the smoothness in his voice mixed with all of it. And when you hear the autotune go like like that, it's meant to sound like that. It's meant to sound like that. Because that sounds cool. What do you guys think about that?
And also too, real quick, like he doesn't have many songs where he actually needs to sing. Like he doesn't have many songs where like he's like like he has to like use like heavy autotune. I can only think of one instance. I think it's in Homies. It's in the first verse. Like this guy's gone on with, so we need to break. Like he says like he brings it high, and even then like. You can hear the auto-tune, but I don't think it's so much where people are like have to complain about it. Like I don't see it as that big of a deal.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's just gonna come around because everybody complains about a rapper using auto-tune.
Yeah.
So.
But in my opinion, some rappers don't use autotune correctly, and it just doesn't sound good. But I honestly feel like if he didn't use it, if he didn't like do it in the way he did, I feel like that's part of his style. Like in my opinion, because I mixed before and all of that stuff, I know that he's not just going like let's see, for instance, Roxanne. He's not going Roxanne. He's going Roxanne. Like he's doing part of it with his voice, and the autotune's just mixing with it. Like Post Malone and Blame It On Me. Are you guys familiar with that song?
Yeah.
When he's going the Blame It On Me, people would say, ignorant people right away would say that's autotune. Yes, it's partly autotune, but it's him making that voice effect. It's Arizona Zervas making these different inflections and stuff with his voice, and the autotune is making it sound good. And I think that's one thing that I personally don't see a lot of people doing. I see people using autotune, but I don't see them using it as a huge instrument like Arizona or Travis Scott. I mean, there's people who do it, but in this way, it just sounds really, really cool to me, rather than like he's using it because he's skillless. I see it as a tool,
Yeah, definitely. That's so true. And also too, even us, we do some like songs now and then. We use the auto tune as more of a like to help us, more as a tool, not to rely, like you said, like a life jacket on it. It's more of just a tool to help us to make us sound better, even though like sometimes we like don't. You need that little auto tune just to make it sound right.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, hey, is there anything else you guys want to say about this? And before you do, like, all in summary, the reason why Arizona is going to blow up is because, number one, we've proven he's not a one-hit wonder. Like, number two, he has such a good catalog. I mean, we named off like 5 songs, but there's like 40 other ones you can listen to. And number three, his versatility. His versatility is going to get him everywhere. Is there any artists you guys would like to see him collab with, Dom?
Any artist I want to see him collab with? I don't know. I feel like he's done so much on his own that it sounds better when it's
he's
just
collabed
him,
only a couple times.
Yeah. Off the top of my head, I would want to hear him with Posty. I feel like that would be fire.
Yeah.
Him and Posty.
Yeah, for sure.
I think that's about it though. Maybe him and Travis, but I don't know.
Yeah. What do you think, Joseph?
Dang. He has collabed with like, these like no-name people like that no one's ever heard of.
Yeah.
So I agree with Dom. Like he's really good by himself. I could see him if he was like in a hyped mood. Maybe I'm reaching a little bit, but maybe like the baby. I might be reaching a little bit.
Probably not the baby. Maybe Little Baby.
Probably yeah. Probably like.
Oh, I thought you said Little Baby at first. Yeah, Little Baby.
I said Baby.
Yeah. So I don't know, but that's like that might be like way in the future or something. But if we're talking like maybe a little more low key, like Posty's probably really good. That would be something else.
Him and Posty would be fire.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
So I have a couple. I think Travis Scott would be good. Posty, like you said, obviously. Okay, what about Black Bear?
Maybe.
I'm thinking him and Black Bear.
I don't think that's too much of a reach.
I could see that be happening like now.
What about Kanye West?
No.
All right. What about
especially not with his new style?
Yeah, not with his new style. No.
What about Sway? Sway Lee. Honestly, I could see him and Sway Lee 100%.
A little bit, yeah.
I think I could see that too. I think I could see that.
All right, and finally, okay, I'll throw 2 more in. Tyga? No, I don't think so.
No.
Actually,
no way.
All right. This final one though,
no.
I honestly I could see him with YBN Melly.
Actually, maybe a little bit. It has to be like
low key, yes.
It has to be a song like 223.
I feel like he could sing "Murder on My Mind," not the high part, but I could see his voice in "I got murder on my mind." I could see that. I could see that.
Yeah, I could see him fit in.
I think that
low key could definitely see that.
I think that'd be really cool.
Yeah.
Okay, and last one, I swear. Lil Nas X.
No,
No.
Nah, no. Yeah, no.
no, they don't fit.
No, you want to
Alright.
put some Old Town Road together with some Roxanne? That's
No,
gonna be the worst.
you know why I
Gosh darn
think of it?
parody ever.
It's because I feel like Panini and Rodeo sound no. Panini and Rodeo don't sound a
No.
little bit like his music.
No, I'm not feeling that one.
To be honest though, I think
That-
style-wise Travis would work the best. But
I think
Yeah,
I think
Travis
Travis.
is
I
good.
think that'd be cool. I think that'd be really cool.
yeah, but
What about Little Mosley?
mostly. No, I was gonna say Lil
Mostly.
Mosey, but I honestly think Lil Mosey has gotten lately. But
That's true.
I
Yeah,
could
he just
see
dropped
it.
a new album, and it was just kind of like you said,
Oh, he did. I didn't even see that anywhere. Is that how bad it was?
Oh gee. Okay. All right. What about? Never mind. I was gonna say Lil Tecca, but like, I don't like Lil Tecca.
Nah, I don't think
All right. And finally, producers. I could see him. I'd like to see him with Nick Mira.
so. Okay.
With Nick? Yeah.
I'd
we
like
could
to see
do
him
with
with
Nick.
Nick.
I feel like he fits more with. Oh, I just thought of a collab. Little Skies.
Oh,
Ooh.
all right. No, you're right. They honestly do
Yeah.
sound similar with their autotune style. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that would be straight fire.
That was
Yeah,
actually.
because I was thinking Cash Money AP for producers because he has already collabed with him, but I like those two fit perfectly.
Oh,
but, yeah.
Little Skies.
What about
Yeah.
Metro Boomin?
Metro's more trap, and
I mean, he
feel
could do
like-
Metro if he was to do like a Swerve type song or like a Stop Searching type song.
Yeah,
But it,
Yeah, I
yeah,
agree with that.
but definitely not. I mean, maybe Kenny.
What about
Kenny Beats.
What about DJ Mustard?
Sorry, you cut out who?
DJ Mustard?
No, I don't see that at all.
Really?
I mean,
Even
I
with
mean,
all
I-
the Roddy Rich stuff he's done now,
yeah.
Zaytoven maybe,
Oh, maybe.
because Zay has piano beats.
I definitely couldn't
I
see
could see
him.
that.
I definitely could not see him with Murder Beats.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
or
no.
Big Head.
Oh
no.
yeah, with people like
No.
that, no, that would not work. But yeah, hey, what do you guys think about this? Is there any artists you would want to see him with? Yeah, that we missed. Let us know in the comments down below. Also, let us know if there's anything we missed about why he's gonna be around. Do you even think he's gonna be around? Do you think he's gonna go away? Let us know all of those reasons. Is there any final thoughts that you guys wanna say about Arizona?
I'd say just give him a listen, give him a shot, and if you don't like it, you don't like it. But I can almost promise you, you'll find one other song that you'll like. So that's all I gotta say.
What do you think, Joseph?
It's good. Yeah, I'm with Dom. Give him a shot. Give him a listen. You know, you might not find the perfect song or a cool song when you first start listening to him, but I guarantee you go through all those songs that in there, the flows and the beats and the different ways that he just interprets music and how he does it. I guarantee you there's a song in there for everybody. If you're sad, if you're happy, it doesn't matter what mood you're feeling. There's a song there that you can find. I guarantee it. Yeah, so yeah.
Same with Dag, same with Lucas. So just subscribe for more. But yeah, thank you guys for joining me today. I'm talking about Arizona.
All right.
You're supposed to say you're welcome.
You're welcome.
All right.
You're
See ya,
welcome for
boys.
my beautiful presence.